Hello and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing how to do a top-down analysis in Forex simplified for you. So obviously, you're going to have to understand some of the basic concepts that I'm talking about within this. So we'll discuss things such as liquidity and fair value gaps. But if you have this knowledge already, then we can set straight up and we can start on the weekly time frame. So I'm going to mark out how I'd actually go about marking out Euro USD from the weekly down to the 15-minute to kind of find a personal entry into the market. So on the weekly, what we can see here is that we were in an uptrend, right? Because we were creating lower highs and higher highs, lower high, higher high. And as you can see, we came into this point of interest within here. We came into a order block on the weekly time frame, and price has actually started to react from that. So over the last week, we have saw Euro obviously start to sell off into this low down here. So I'm going to try and find a position that we could have took this week after seeing that we broke this weekly fair value gap. So this kind of indicates to us that there has been a reversal after taking this high within here. As you can see, liquidity was taken. We came into this order block within here. Price then starts to react. So as you can see, price has actually gone through a discounted region of where price could have reacted from, which is this weekly fair value gap, which means we are actually expecting a reversal, and we can confirm the reversal to occur and perhaps look for this as our overall target for EU over the next 2 weeks or so. Going down to the daily time frame, what can we see? So we have the weekly open marked out on our chart. We have then broken on Tuesday through our weekly fair value gap, meaning that we've actually reversed. So price has taken a level of liquidity within this high here, and it has struggled to close above this high. Let's say we closed above this high, then we could probably have expected a bullish continuation back into create another higher high. But as you can see, price closed below, and then we have melted through this daily. So if I mark on within here, this daily fair value gap at a discount, we can see the price is obviously showing us in tendency to go down lower within to this low, right, as liquidity. Zooming in now on the daily time frame, we can see Monday opens, we create the high of the week on Monday. So for Mondays, 80% of the time, it will create a high or a low to whatever week you're working in. And we can see the price has reacted from this fair value gap within here as an inversion level across. Weekly opens, we can then see Tuesday, we melt off, and then we push back in. So then I would jump down to our 12-hour time frame. Personally, I love the 12-hour time frame. It gives me a lot of my signals for my overall bias within the market. And as you can see, we can clearly see that this fair value gap got broken into, closed below 50% of the fair value gap, which is usually a good sign that we're going to continue lower. And what has price done? Price has wicked into this order block across here at the open of the order block, and we have taken this low. So what we can expect is these lows to be taken over the next week or so. We may pull back in to this level within here now, this daily level. Also a key level because it's our weekly open from last week. So price may want to return back up here at the start of next week and then continue further onwards down into this low as our sell side liquidity. So if I write this on as our liquidity, and now we're going to find an entry that we could have had within this week. So if we drop down to the 4-hour, as you can see, we created this nice bearish close within this 4-hour candle, and we created a fair value gap and slash breaker block. So this would be our breaker block within here. So if we remove this, as this is our next point of interest for next week, we can see what did price do. So on Tuesday, we came back up into this high, tapped into our breaker block. So this is a clear signal that we've broken structure. The breaker block has held, and then we can see price melt off. So then when we drop down to the hourly, this can get a lot clearer for us. Within here, we see price creates a high. We then grab that high. We then break the structure on the 1 hour time frame within this candle here, and then we continue further onwards onto Tuesday, where we could have caught a nice move. So let's try and find an entry on that Tuesday. We could have held that all week. So London, you probably wouldn't have taken a trade from this Asia session order block, because likelihood is sometimes it would have spiked you out and took out Asia high before moving. But what we can expect from here is we have another breaker block across from here. So if we take this breaker block and stretch it across, what do you see? What do you notice? Price break structure, and we use the breaker block as support to continue price lower. And this was within a kill zone also, London open kill zone. We could have put our stops just above this high within here. And then clear targets on this one were, if we go back up to the hourly, now to find our target for this, we can see that we had a nice low within here for a nice 1 to 3. And then our overall extended targets can be our weekly liquidity down here at 106,400. So for this trade, obviously you probably wouldn't have held the full position, but overall it could have been a nice swing for a 1 to 9 R. So that's what I'd be looking for when I'm doing my top-down analysis. I'd look for these swing trades that you can catch from the 15-minute time frame entries. And then I'm just going to be using premium and discount levels to determine whether or not there's going to be a reversal or a continuation within the market to continue my bias. Other than that, that's about the video for today. It's just a simple top-down analysis, starting from the weekly time frame all the way down to our 15-minute entry. And other than that, all my links are in the description. If you do want to copy my automated trades over to your account, the links are down below, and also the mentorship links are down below. Other than that, I'll catch you all in the next video.